Hey, how's everybody doing? By the way, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Ride Sharing Delivery LLC, where I discuss my experiences as a food delivery driver, and I also give the most latest news about the food delivery gig economy, as well as not only that, but the ride share economy. In other words, the Lyft and Uber rideshare gig economy. What will be the most latest news pertaining to that gig economy as well. Anyway, on today's video, I want to talk about some delivery driver horror stories. By the way, this is judging from Reddit. If some of you may not know about the website Reddit, it's basically I guess you could say a social media platform where you could be able to join different community forums based upon your interests and likes, interests and likes based upon whatever you may like, or whatever your interests may be. I'm sure you all get what I'm saying. Anyway, to be back on topic, I wanted to be able to read some of the delivery driver horror stories that some other delivery drivers have encountered and posted on Reddit, the website for, once again, people who may want to join different communities and forums on the website based upon their favorite interests and likes. Okay, let me start off. This one person said, one particular delivery driver once delivered to a guy in a trailer park, got there after dark, knocked on his door, he wouldn't answer. Called his phone a few times, made sure the address was correct, and knocked again. Still nothing. I left a message on his phone and went back to the restaurant. Apparently, he called the restaurant again as I was driving and threatened to murder any other delivery driver he sees in a trailer park. Wow, that's already scary. We get the word around to our drivers to be careful in that park and to not deliver to that address again. But that park is a fairly regular spot for customers to order from. So we still have to go there regularly. Eventually, drivers start asking around the neighborhood about the guy and found out he's an alcoholic with schizophrenic episodes and guns. So the danger was pretty real. None of us ever got attacked, but it's still a threat we have to be aware of. I have more of you interested. And they just basically left it at that. And after reading this to you all, I just want to let you, fellow delivery drivers, even rideshare drivers, because I'm sure you encounter all kinds of people with various different personalities, some that are very unpredictable as well, and may have threatened to shoot different or certain drivers who may drive for Uber or Lyft, because there have been several videos on YouTube and thumbnails that I have came across that will talk about how there'll be a certain Uber or Lyft driver that will be driving around a passenger, I started to say customer, but passenger, and all of a sudden the passenger may pull out a weapon on the driver. Or for instance, it may be for failure to imply in directions on where the passenger may be headed to, or what destination the passenger may be headed to. Or another situational scenario could be where the passenger may have been trying to get over on the Uber or Lyft driver by shortchanging them. In other words, not paying them for their rides, and trying to get a free ride from the drivers. And because of that, will pull out a gun over situations such as those, just to name a few examples. Anyway, my point of saying this is being in that field, part of the gig economy field, is a very dangerous occupation. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fast money in it, and you don't have to worry about having a boss to breathe down your back, because you are, to be technically your own boss, you're your own boss. And another perk is you can get paid within the same exact day for doing those kind of jobs, or might as well say gigs, because they're actually considered gigs by them not being actual jobs. Anyway, I just want you all to know that are doing gig based work or gig economy based works to be very careful, because there are a lot of sadistic and strange people out there in this world that are capable of doing anything. Personally, since I've been doing gig economy work for the past 4 years, because I started out, as some of you may have know who followed me, doing Grubhub is my very first gig economy job. Since I have been doing it for the past 4 years, though, I didn't have yet to experience a horror story, so to speak, and I'm hoping that I never ever encounter any scenarios of that nature. But let me get back to the platform Reddit about some more horror stories. Delivery driver. Someone else said, worked as a seasonal employee for UPS, delivered a package to a house that had a small wooden fence around it. Opened the fence and realized too late their front door was open. So their massive Labradoodle comes, I guess they mean by Labradoodle, Labrador Retriever, for lack of better words, anyway, comes running out, teeth barred and snarling. I put my hands up and backed away, and it lunged at me and bit my hand and thigh before I dropped the package and grabbed at the dog. Owners came out and yelled at me for trespassing, but at least they grabbed the dog while I got out of there. Didn't even get the sue, so overall 410 when delivered to that house's door again. In other words, when they said so overall 410 when delivered to that house's door again, out of 10 stars, they would give it a 4 for a rating on whether they'd be interested in delivering to that location, that exact location again. And that's another con about doing gig economy work or working as a delivery driver. Even if you work for actual companies such as W2 based companies such as UPS or USPS, in other words, United Parcel Service, even Amazon Prime or United States Postal Service, because that's USPS for sure. You have to deal with scenarios and cases where you may be in the process of delivering for a certain customer, and they may have a rabid dog just chase you. So you may open the door, get to their house, apartment, and they may open the door, have a rabid dog come outside after a leash to chase you or bite you. Or it could be from a rabid animal, rabid dog running throughout the neighborhood from someone else's residence or home. So with that being said, and I will say this once again for all my delivery drivers, whether you may be a W2 based delivery driver, driver for FedEx, Amazon, just to name a few, or a 1099 gig economy delivery driver, please be very cautious, because there are a lot of, again, crazy, sadistic, and strange people out there. And until next time, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.